600,000 soldiers marched into Russia. Less than 100,000 came back. And it was entirely his fault. But here's what makes this story different from every other fallen leader. He never admitted it. Not once. Not ever. France. 1799. The country is broken by revolution. Chaos. Blood. Exhaustion. The people don't want debate. They want certainty. And into that vacuum steps a 30-year-old general from Corsica. No royal blood. No inherited power. No divine right. Just absolute certainty. When Napoleon speaks, doubt disappears. And for years, he earns it. Austerlitz. 1805. He defeats 2 emperors in a single day. Jena. 1806. Prussia collapses almost overnight. Wagram. 1809. Austria surrenders again. Battle after battle. Victory after victory. Europe doesn't just fear Napoleon. It reshapes itself around him. Then comes the moment that reveals everything. 1804. Notre Dame Cathedral. The Pope arrives to crown him emperor. Napoleon takes the crown from the Pope's hands and places it on his own head. No explanation. Just a message. I answer to no one. For a long time, that arrogance works. Because he's usually right. But success is a silent poison. Every victory makes the next warning easier to ignore. And by 1812, Napoleon has been right so many times. He has forgotten what it feels like to be wrong. He announces the invasion of Russia. His marshals warn him. Marshal Ney begs him directly. The supply lines are impossible. The distances are too vast. Winter is coming. He listens. Then ignores every single one. Because in his mind, the greatest commander in history doesn't take advice. He gives it. June 1812. 600,000 soldiers cross into Russia. Napoleon expects a decisive battle. Instead, Russia retreats. And as they retreat, they burn everything. Crops. Villages. Supplies. By the time Napoleon reaches Moscow, the city is empty. Then it burns. He waits 35 days for surrender. It never comes. October. He orders the retreat. Then winter arrives. -30 degrees. Horses die by the thousands. Soldiers freeze in their sleep. They eat their dead horses. Then their boots. The greatest army in Europe dissolves into starving men trying to survive one more night. Of the 600,000 who marched east, fewer than 100,000 return. Not destroyed in battle. Destroyed by one man's certainty that he couldn't be wrong. Europe sees the weakness. Coalitions form.
1813 Leipzig.
4 nations attack simultaneously. For the first time, Napoleon retreats. His marshals look at him differently now. Not with awe. With pity. But pride never leaves quietly. He escapes exile. Returns to France. For 100 days Europe panics. Then comes Waterloo. June 18th, 1815. For hours the battle hangs in the balance. Then the Prussians arrive. Reinforcements Napoleon was certain wouldn't make it in time. He was wrong. The Imperial Guard advances. For the first time in history, they break. The Emperor flees the battlefield. Exiled to a remote island in the South Atlantic. 1,200 miles from the nearest coastline. He will never leave. And here is what makes his story different from every other fallen leader. Alexander died uncertain. Ivan died paranoid. Napoleon dies convinced he was right. On St. Helena he dictates his memoirs. Russia. His general's fault. Waterloo. Bad luck. Every failure reframed. Every defeat explained away. The ego that built an empire refuses to admit it destroyed one. Napoleon won almost every battle he ever fought. But he lost the only war that mattered. The war against his own certainty. You see it everywhere. The founder whose first product succeeds. So they stop listening to the market. The leader who has been right so many times. That being wrong starts to feel impossible. Napoleon had a strategy. Then success convinced him he had a gift. And gifts don't need to listen. Until they do. Most people never realize they're fighting that war. Until they've already lost. Napoleon rewrote history from a tiny island. Because admitting he was wrong was impossible. Every week on Buried Crowns we dig up the leaders, the empires, and the power moves history tried to forget. If this hit different, like it, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and drop a comment. Was Napoleon a genius destroyed by ego? Or was he always headed here? Subscribe to Buried Crowns. The next crown is already waiting.